Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again breakout time, but this time the Rise Protocol has been initiated, and now some of the most fierce, hungry, and well known fighters in the small community assemble for our biggest event yet, Breakout '03. Now, it's not just Breakout '03. We have the introduction of the Blaze prelims, and today I am here with your Blaze prelim main event. We have Shogun Grimreaper versus TECSUKE. I think I botched that, but
Close
TECSUKE,
enough.
TECSUKE.
Yeah.
Say
Close enough. Yeah.
I'll get it.
That's
I'll
fine.
get it as we go along. But
Yeah.
boys, how we feeling today?
Go first, bro. You got the floor,
I'm
bro.
feeling I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Got training in like 30 minutes, but I'm feeling great. Yeah.
Shogun.
Um, I'm awesome. I'm just awesome. Great.
All right. Great to hear. So TECSUKE. I did it right there.
Yeah.
So what was your journey like to break out?
Honestly, it was like I think November. Yeah, I started fucking with someone in November because I had seen like some shit on X or on Twitter. Whatever niggas call it. But I seen something on Twitter about boxing and shit, and then it was like linked. I think it was Pat. It was Pat that was like he had some post up, and so I was like, fuck it, let me just follow him. And then I was fucking with Blaze, and I was fucking with and then Breakout too. So I went and just followed all of them. This was like at the end of November, and then I remember they had posted something about like a fight like a form, like you fill out a form and shit. So I just filled out the form. I didn't think anything of it, but and then I got a fight now. But that's really it. I mean, like I'm new to this shit. I know a lot of y'all probably have been in the community for a long time, but I just got here like a month ago, 2 months ago. So that's pretty much it.
All right, good to hear. So Shogun, what was your journey like to break out? Obviously, you had a fight before on Get Back. We'll
I
get
mean,
we'll get into that in a little bit, but
yeah.
what's your journey like?
It was a very, very long journey. I've been working, to get at breakout for a very long time. I seen breakout '01, '02, and I was like, damn, like I want to get on these events, all that stuff. And I got in this community. Honestly, fun fact, Thomas the Spartan, shout out to Thomas the Spartan, he actually got me in this community and got me started and doing all this stuff and then got into boxing and then end up getting called up by Pat and then I fought Pat and then now I'm here, for redemption.
Yes, sir. All right, so I'll go back to you, Shogun. Now you've had a fight before. Obviously, it did not go your way. Now I wanted to ask, how is training camp going around this time? There's definitely things that you definitely looked at in the last fight, and you said, "Yeah, I need to change that. I need to do this. Need to do that." Are those changes in the camp, and how are you looking so far in training camp?
I'm looking great, honestly. Like I haven't felt this great in a very long time. And honestly, Teska, you're fucked. You're fucked, buddy. That's all I have to say.
TECSUKE, he's saying you're uh, excuse my language, but he's saying you're fucked. What do you gotta say to that?
I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's just yeah. I mean, do you spar? Like, what do you do in your camp? Like, explain the camp if you don't
I
mind.
spar, cardio, all that stuff. It's a great
You
thing.
just basic camp. Yeah.
Just working hard, improving,
Yeah, that's
footwork,
good.
all that, all that good stuff.
That's
How
good.
about you?
Yeah. No, I think it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be the best prelim fight in my opinion.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great fight. I think it's a sleeper fight. Obviously,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm not underestimating this guy even one bit. You know, he ain't a pushover. I'm not a pushover, so we gonna get it popping.
yeah.
Glad to hear that. Now I'm gonna flip over the question to TECSUKE. Um, so how has your training camp been going? Obviously, we haven't seen you before. This is gonna be your debut. Shogun is he's had a fight before. So
Mhm.
how are you training? Like what specifically are you doing to prepare for this fight?
Yeah. So I do a ton of strength training and a ton of speed like aerobic training. And so I'm really just planning to smother. I mean, my cardio is already good. Like I have a good cardio. I had a good cardio my whole life, but I've been working extra hard on like doing sprints, a lot of sprints, a lot of very, very quick, like spur of the moment movements. Like I be in my driveway, I like jump back and forth like as far as I can for like 2 minutes straight. And then obviously I have a really good footwork, work a ton of footwork. But yeah, mostly right now I'm working on defense because I already have the basic like offensive, you know, like implements now. But other than that, everything else is just gonna fall together with my training. I got everything else figured out, so it's
All
gonna be
right.
right.
All right, good to hear. Now I'm gonna go back to you. Obviously, I'm gonna ask you this. Now, again, first fight in the scene.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people in the scene. There's a lot of things that you can see that people are doing. But I wanted to ask you personally, what does this fight mean to you specifically? What is your drive? I would say.
Um, I'm just getting in the ring. To be honest with you, it's like I'm testing myself. So it's not I'm not really I'm not you know what I mean. I'm not underestimating him. Like I'm treating it as a normal fight, but um, it means it means more when I feel like it's gonna mean more when I get in the ring. But like right now, I'm just training like as hard as I can. It's like there's really like you know what I mean. I know what I can do, so I just gotta I just gotta show it, and then after that, you know what I mean. It's my first fight, so I'm not gonna come in cocky or anything, but I'm just gonna have to show people what I can do and the type of moves I can make and the power I can display and the speed I can display and the movement, and I'm gonna show that off, and it's gonna be a fun fight.
What do you believe a win over your opponent would mean for you?
So a win, I mean, like I'm expecting to win for sure, but a win, it's gonna be a decent step up. Like it's gonna be, you know what I mean? Because there's gonna be more people in the scene. Like I said, I don't think anyone in the scene fights like me. I've seen a lot of like I see like every single guy that's on the card. I follow them. I see them all fight. Like I see everyone. These all royalty. The Thomas Spartan, Ant Mills, Shogun. I've seen everyone fight. I think my style is going to be definitely the most unique out of anyone, and I think I'm gonna have a lot of the people actually on the main card want me as the next fight because of how easily I'm going to run through Shogun, like how easily my style is. It's just yeah, it's gonna be good after the fight. Like I can't wait for after the fight. After the fight is what I'm waiting for. Like the fight is gonna be the fight. I already know what I can do, but after the fight, that's gonna be the real fun.
That I know I keep saying this over and over again, but that's really good to hear. So, Shogun. All right, same question to you. What does this fight mean to you?
I mean, uh, I mean, it means everything to me, honestly. Ever since the loss that I've had against Pat, it took a real toll on me in my life, in my personal life at that. You know, um, don't get me wrong. I think Teske will be a great fighter, and he's gonna put on a show. And I ain't gonna underestimate him one bit. And this is my redemption. This is my time. I'm gonna show him that I want this more, and he don't want this more than me. As simple as that. I'm just gonna showcase skill in this fight, and that'll be it.
All right, and what would a win over TECSUKE mean to you?
It will mean like so much to me because, my goal is to win my first fight and have more fights after that, and just really succeed in a lot of ways, and just it'll just mean a lot. It will mean very much a lot to me for sure.
All right, now quick question, Shogun. What do you think of TECSUKE? Obviously, there was a little bit of a talk about respect and oh, you're fucked at the same time. You know what I mean? But what do you ultimately thinking about him? As a person. He's had videos out showing his skill, stuff like that. What do you
Yeah.
think about him in those aspects?
I think he's a good dude, honestly. like you can just feel his presence right now. Like, he's chill, he's calm, all that good stuff. And, the footages I've seen in his shadow boxing, I do see some holes in that. But overall, I think he's pretty decent. I'm not going to say he's shit at all. So, you know.
Okay. Now same question over you, TECSUKE. What do you think of Shogun, and what do you think about his boxing ability, him as a person? Obviously, you have a whole fight to look back on, and really get to study. So, what do you think about all of that?
Yeah, I think it's interesting because I had watched that fight. It's shit quality, so I can't really like study it. But I mean, from the guy that was holding the phone and shit, I could see a decent amount. Like I could see how he clinches and the punches he throws and what he what he how he moves and what he does. But I can't really tell present day because I mean at the end of the day he doesn't have experience like I don't have experience and he doesn't either. So it's kind of like we're like in the same boat figuring out, you know what I mean, what like what's gonna happen when we actually, fight. But as far as like what I've seen bag work, he's pretty good. He probably has good power. Um I don't know how tall he is, but I mean if we're fighting at 160 and I'm guessing he's a little bit shorter than me, um probably less reach, so
How tall are you?
6 foot exactly. Yeah, 6 foot. Are
Six
you six
foot?
foot too?
Nah, I'm 5'8".
Yeah. I figured you were shorter because I mean you a little bit bigger than me. So I mean I'm lean.
Yeah.
So I have to be tall to be 160, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, I
so yeah.
figured I figured you would be a lot taller and a lot bigger because I seen you, so I figured.
But yeah, I mean yeah, he looks decent on the bag. I mean, I haven't seen any other footage of him, but I'm only putting out footage because it doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of pro boxers don't like to put out footage and shit like that. That makes sense because you know what I mean, those fights, title fights, those are important fights and we really don't want holes in those fights. But right now we're having fun. Right now we're I wouldn't call it experimenting, but we're like I said, just testing. We're testing the water, seeing what we can do. We're gonna put on a show. So it's gonna be a fun fight. Believe me, it's gonna be a fun fight.
Right. TECSUKE. I'll ask you this one as well. Obviously you're training hard. You're putting in the rounds. Is there anything that you have noticed in camp that you would say is your biggest strength going into this fight?
Yeah. So I mean, I think, in my opinion, I have ridiculous defense, and like I don't show it in my shadow boxing because I don't really. But like when I'm in sparring, like I don't get hit ever. Like I just have really good movement. I have extraordinary movement. And it's crazy because the guy, like I just joined this gym a month ago. Like I can be honest with all the shit. I just joined the gym I'm at like a month ago. Like it was December. I had walked in and shit like that, and I was just like, "Look, can I train with y'all?" This was the first gym I've ever been to, by the way. Like I've never been to a boxing gym. I'm self trained, so I walked in, blah blah blah, started, boom, and like ever since I've been at this gym, like I was getting teed up the first few days, but I'm already like I'm not getting hit anymore. And the guy that's there has been there for 2 years. He destroys everyone in the gym, and I'm barely getting touched by him. So I think my defense is probably my biggest strength, especially because he has less reach and he's shorter than me. And the guy that I'm sparring over here he has longer reach than me. He's 6'1", and I'm barely getting hit by him. So I know my defense is good, and I know I have better cardio. So it can be a running game, and then I can use my power. I can showcase my skills, and that's kind of the game plan. I can throw out the game plan.
All right. So Shogun, same question to you.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you have seen in this camp that you feel? Um, let me rephrase that. Uh, is there anything that in camp that you have noticed that you would say is your biggest asset, your biggest strength going into this fight?
My biggest strength, 100% my cardio. Because before, it was bad. I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, it was terrible. And honestly, also my footwork. My footwork has also been improving, and I don't want to say too much. I want to give a lot away, but like my footwork and definitely my speed and my cardio. That's definitely what improves for sure.
Okay. Um, Now obviously you boys are not looking past each other. I think you guys are both generally just focused on the task at hand. But, I gotta ask this question to everyone. TECSUKE, you on February 24th, you win against Shogun, right? Hypothetical.
Yeah.
Is there any names out there that you would be interested in fighting in the future? I mean, like,
So it's actually funny because I want the winner of this fight, and I'm about to say, but I'm friends with both of them. But the winner of Diesel and Royalty, I kind of want with them because I think that's going to be another fun fight too. Because
That's
I
the
mean,
banger. That's the
it,
banger.
it's like whoever wins, I feel like that'll be a good setup for the next part of the main card, Breakout 4.
oh shit. All right. I wasn't expecting that. All right.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's a really good answer. So, Shogun, obviously, same question to you. I would say who or what is next for you if you win against Tex. God damn it! If you win against TECSUKE
There you go.
on February 24th.
The next second man on my hit list, on the word. Been talking, running his mouth quite a lot. You know, and he said he was going to show me levels, but he didn't really show levels in his last fight. So, Juan, you're next, buddy.
That's a decent call out to Juan the Word. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here very shortly, but I gotta ask both of you guys this question. TECSUKE, how do you get it done on February 24th on Breakout 03 on the Blaze prelims? What is your prediction?
Good question. I mean, it's gonna depend. I mean, these answers are always, so nuanced. You can say anything you want, but in my opinion, I'm not going for a knockout. I can, and I mean, if it gets to that point where he's putting enough pressure on me, I'll set up a knockout shot. But like I said, I want this fight to be entertaining, and I want us like realistically to be like the fight of the whole main event, like the entire event. Like I want the fight to be looked back on. I run a really good fight, so I just want to showcase my skills, and I want it to go to decision. It's going to be pretty obvious. I mean, I think probably it's gonna be a really good point score for me, because I get out of there and I get in really fast, and I get my punches in and I get out, and like I said, I have really good defense. So it's gonna be like a really good points game. On my part, I'm gonna have the advantage there, but I think that's how I win it, by decision.
Okay. And Shogun, how do you get it done? What's your prediction?
Like I said, I'm not gonna go for the knockout, but I'm gonna go for second round knockout.
Okay. Any final words? Any final remarks to each other?
Nah, bro,
Good
let's
luck.
do it. Yeah, good luck.
It's gonna be a good fight, bro. I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rise Protocol has been initiated. Both fighters look ready to go on the Blaze prelim main event. Shogun Grimreaper versus TECSUKE. I finally got it. There you go. For everyone watching, I got it. But anyways, that's not the point of this. The point of this is that both of these men are going to throw down on February 24th, 2024 on Breakout 03. And yeah, guys, this was a really good one. If you haven't already, subscribe to Breakout Boxing, follow Breakout Boxing, and that's it. It's time to break out. See you guys.